Alright, look at this here sweet potatoes harvest, but first we'll look at some of the fall crops I got in, the lettuce, the radishes, and kale. And you can see we've had a drought since beginning of July about, so everything's pretty much shot. Peppers are just starting to come in now. I've been watering them, but pretty much I've still got a ton of weeds from not cleaning up last year. They grew back really quick, but anyhow, this video is about the harvest of this year's sweet potatoes. I planted a variety called Vardaman, and I've never planted them before, and I'll show you the harvest. I was kind of surprised it wasn't really that great a harvest, but conditions were pretty terrible this year. In this early spring, we had a really cold couple of weeks there that kind of delayed everything. And then the beginning of July on, we've had a drought. So, this is what I got. And first thing I noticed is these beds are hard as a rock. And little potato there. The dirt really just, I guess it's so dry. I haven't watered these in a couple of weeks. I figured they're coming out, so I didn't want to put much water on them. But you could see that pretty dry. The water that I did put on them, it looks like it went to all the leaves. The leaves did great. They stayed nice and green and everything else. But the potatoes, they're kind of like a mixed bag. But I never grew these before, so I'm not really sure, exactly what they should look like or how they should grow. So let's pull one out, and pretty much good deal of them. Look kind of like almost like a carrot. They're not that big. They're long, skinny. A couple of regular looking ones, but they're nothing like the Georgia Jet ones that I originally grew. They were pretty fantastic. So I gotta get the pitchfork out because the dirt's so hard and packed down. But they grow in a bunch like this, and most of them are kind of long, skinny, almost like carrots, as you can see. Not what I expected, but they're different. Hopefully they're nice and sweet. We'll find out after I give them some time to cure. So as I was saying, we did have a terrible year for the garden this year. Really haven't had any rain. Well, we had one storm since the beginning of July, and now we're still in a drought. So nothing really did all that great. Plus, I got everything in late, and that spring, it was wet, cold, and I also used the wrong potting soil to get my plants started, so they're all way behind. So let's see, it looks like we got a pretty big one here coming out. Yep, and again, it's a long, skinny guy. Never really seen sweet potatoes that grew like this before, but it's always fun to try a different variety. The big thing is, we'll see, I think I paid over $25 for the sets that I used here for the actual slips. So we'll have to see if I got my $25 worth out of it in the end. And again, they're long and skinny, and from what I looked at online, some of the pictures of them, it looks like that's how some of them grow. But as you can see, the dirt's really packed and dry and kind of tough. So, and this is all compost, that was soft in the beginning. Now there's a nice batch of them that's got a real potato in it. That's kind of what I was expecting more of, but actually I think these will be good. I'll probably cure them up and then just kind of take the little ones, cut them up, and put them in the basket in the air fryer and make like sweet potato crispy chunks out of them. I bet that'll be real good. We'll see how sweet they are. Well, that plant really didn't do good at all. So it's kind of a mixed bag. It looks like what's coming out, and I do have 3 beds of these planted. So I'm just going to bore you through digging up the first bed, and then I'll give you some time lapse of the other 2 and show you what we got in the end. So that's the first half. I put 4 slips in each of these halves of the raised bed, so that one's not too bad. But as you can see, they're kind of little skinny things. So I got 8 slips in each of these 3x6 beds. I think these were supposed to be a compact plant anyway, and I put them about a little over 12 inches on center. So let's just keep digging here till we get the end of this bed. It looks like we got a good one there. But again, they're not the sizable, big, fat, juicy sweet potatoes that you throw in the oven and roast up. So we'll have to get creative with these probably. Probably do more of the cubes of them and stuff. Here's one. Here's one that looks like a baseball. Surprise, surprise. You never know. And here comes one more out. Oh, it looks like we got lucky that time. Oops. That time we got a couple nice ones in there. And on that one there, it got my hand. You can see where the looks like the chipmunk started chewing down and eating the top off it. So I guess they must be sweet. And in the end, I did have a couple of them like that. And another plant. Nothing really big, but you know, they all are kind of like a carrot, like I said. And what do we got? 2 more plants to dig up here, I think. Little one. So this wasn't really exciting like when I originally tried the Georgia Jets. I'll probably go back to them next year. I think I had the best harvest and the best payback on the potatoes, unless these things are super tasty, and we'll find out in a while. But you can see nothing really big. Just say nothing really big, and then look at that one. Well, every once in a while you get lucky. So no consistency, let's put it that way. I don't know what the heck that thing is. So there it is. That's the first bed full of them. And let's go on and finish up the other ones. So in the end, there's exactly what I got from the 3 beds. It's probably over 20 pounds in each of those baskets. I'm going to say maybe 22, 23. So I got maybe 45 to 50 pounds of potatoes, I'd say. So I guess I did get payback on the sets that I bought. So we'll see how they taste. Let me take them up and start curing them and give them a couple weeks to be ready to eat.